What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how I purchased the Stradman's 2020 C8 Corvette by refinancing 6 of my investment properties. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm gonna show you how you can use this same strategy to purchase your next dream car. So with that being said, let's jump into it. All right, guys, for those of you that are new to the channel, my name's Chandler Smith, and I love everything real estate investing, and lately I love everything cars as well. My real goal is to be able to use my active income to get a passive income by investing in real estate, and then use that passive income to afford my dream lifestyle. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I was able to refinance 6 of my properties, and that gave me the funds to be able to purchase this C8 Corvette. But in order for me to do that, you need to understand I am sitting in my garage that does not have AC. I don't know how Ty Lopez does it, so this will probably be one of the only videos I do this way because I am sweating like crazy. So you will watch my sweat marks just grow as the video goes on. All that I ask you to do is make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And we're gonna be talking numbers, and so for me to do that, I'm gonna need this bad boy. Here's the information you need to know. I purchased this car about 1 month ago from the Stradman, and it was absolutely incredible. The guy is the best of the best. We've actually stayed in contact since then. Such a cool dude, so much expertise with cars, and if you don't follow his channel, you need to because he is the car whisperer. But here's how it went down. He advertised the car on his YouTube channel. I found it, immediately reached out to him and said I would purchase the car for $115,000. Now, here's where things get interesting. I went out there, hung out with him. The guy is a total legend, and he actually ended up selling me the car for only $75,000. Now, this isn't that unreasonable because he had purchased it for $85,000. However, he did do a lot of work with the new wheels, the new tires, so I got a total steal. Here is the only thing. I still paid $115,000. So if you think I got some crazy deal, it didn't happen. I paid what he was asking for it, but it's because it was totally worth it. However, him being in YouTube, he understood that probably $40,000 of my purchase was purely to be able to get on that channel. And I will tell you right now, from what that has done to my income and to my YouTube channel, it was worth every dime of that $40,000. And so the car, in my mind, I probably only paid $30,000 or $40,000 for the value and financial value I got out of the opportunity of being on his channel. So take that into consideration as I go through these numbers because I'm running the numbers as if I purchased this car for $75,000. Now, if you don't believe me about the other $40,000 and you're saying, oh, Chandler, this is total clickbait, that car was $115,000, well, believe what you want, but I can show you the paperwork. The car was purchased for $75,000 and I'm only paying tax at 6% on that $75,000 purchase price. So those are the numbers we're going to use to run this, and I promise you in a future video, I'm gonna show you how that other $40,000 I spent was more than worth it. As a matter of fact, looking back, I probably would have spent $50,000, $60,000, maybe even $70,000 for that opportunity because it was so huge. Now, would I spend that now? I mean, I don't know, that's a lot of money to spend to go on one channel, but I will tell you the experience and what I got out of it for my YouTube channel was incredible, and I can't thank the Stradman enough. Let's jump into the real numbers behind it. You've got a purchase price of $75,000, and you've got sales tax that you're gonna have to pay at 6%. So if you plug that in, you can see that your sales tax is going to be $4,500. Now, with that being the purchase, that means I've got $75,000 in the car, another $4,500 in sales tax, and we've got to find a way to pay for this with passive income. Now, luckily for me, I had already started working on refinancing my properties, but here's the deal. I didn't want to do a cash out refinance because that would have affected my interest rates and I would have had to pay more in closing costs. I didn't need more money out of these properties. As a matter of fact, I just wanted to do the refinance to really jack up my cash flow every single month. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, Chandler, how does that jack up your cash flow? And so here's how it works. By refinancing, I was actually able to get whatever I still owed on the properties spread back out over a 30-year loan. I was also able to lower the interest rates dramatically. So on every property that I refinanced, I ended up increasing my cash flow on every property. It ended up being an average of about $186 per property. So in total, it was $1,116 in extra cash flow that I'm gonna be getting from these properties every single month forever. That literally means that's an extra $1,116 that I have for a car payment every single month forever. And the thing that's cool about this increased cash flow is once this bad boy is paid off in 6 years, guess what? I can get another bad boy just like it because that check is still coming in. And that's what's so cool about getting a passive income first is you can continue to live the same lifestyle you've built up to forever. However, you can kind of collect cars in the process. So again, remember, $1,116 in monthly cash flow that added to my cash flow situation. Now we're gonna come back to that, but that is going to more than cover what I have to pay every month for affording this car. However, I know a lot of you right now are saying, well, Chandler, that's awesome, but how did you afford the down payment? I get that you're paying monthly, but what about your down payment? You've got to have a down payment for this car. Well, here's the cool thing. I know I said I didn't do a cash out refinance. However, sorry, this is what happens when you use a freaking box for your chair. Man, I lost my train of thought there. I have a total baller loan officer, and he pulled me aside and he said, Chandler, here's what we can do. We can actually get $2,000 out of each property without it being considered a cash out refinance. You also are going to get back everything you have set away in the property for taxes and insurance. Now, if you don't understand this, check out my other videos, but essentially you set aside money when you pay your loan every month that they kind of have as backup to be able to pay your taxes and your insurance. Anyways, I had money in these properties for taxes and insurance, and I had $2,000 per property that I could pull out without them being considered a cash out refinance. What this means is I got to keep the best interest rate on these properties, and I was in a situation where I could still pull out money without paying more in closing costs or getting a worse interest rate. So what that did is it ended up giving me this in cash by doing this. Now, a lot of you are saying, well, what about closing costs? What about expenses? What about all of that? They pull all of that from the equity I already have in the properties. So I spent zero money that I actually had in cash on the refinance. Now, did I spend money in equity from the properties? Yes, but I wasn't worried about that because I did the math to make sure it made sense to refinance these properties with that expense. And if you want to learn about that, just click the link right here. I walk through everything with running the numbers to decide if I should refinance these properties. What's important is now I not only have $1,116 in monthly added cash flow that's coming in from the refinance, I also got $12,000 in cash, $2,000 per property that I was able to pull out in equity, and I got back taxes and insurance on each property, which ended up being different on every property. So one of them it was $1,095, one of them it was $522, $1,054, $543, $982, and one of them it was $963. That gave me a total of $17,159. Now, what I can use this $17,000 for is now I can plug that in to first off pay the sales tax of $4,500, and I had the rest for a down payment. So with plugging in the down payment of $12,659, I then only needed to get a loan for $62,341. Now, when you go in, I use this little calculator online. It was a 3.5% interest rate. We're gonna drag it out over 72 months, so 6 years to pay it off, especially because the interest rate is so low. I'm all over that. Now, if you plug all of that in, that leaves you with a payment of $961.20 every single month. Now remember, I had $1,116 in cash flow when I only have to pay $961.20 in the loan that I received. That means I've got a good spread there that I can use on insurance. Now, is this gonna cover all of my insurance for this? I don't want to talk about it. However, this gave me more than enough cash flow and more than enough for a down payment to be able to afford this incredible C8 Corvette. Now, the reason I love this video is it helps people to understand that when you buy real estate, you don't just get cash flow from your real estate, but you get equity from your real estate because you've received appreciation on these properties. You've also gotten principal pay down. So you don't have to just sell that to pull some of that out or to rearrange things so that you can increase your cash flow. What I love about this principle is if you get creative with financing, the way that you look at it, and you always live off of your passive income, you can do some really cool stuff to create more passive income. Now, I have a confession to make about this video. This video was total clickbait. Not because any of the numbers aren't true. As a matter of fact, all of the numbers are true. The reason it's clickbait is I actually paid this car off with passive income. And so I'm in a situation where this scenario I showed you, what it actually has done is given me the passive income to purchase another property because I did not finance this car and I did not need this additional cash flow from these refinances to be able to afford it. That just means I've got more cash flow to spend. So let me know in the comments what you think I'm gonna buy next. And please remember to smash that like button. Guys, the sweat stain is there. It is so hot in my garage. Ty Lopez, I have a whole new respect for you and doing these garage videos because they are so freaking hot. And so guys, just remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell. And if you love this video, let me know. Also, let me know in the comments what you think I should use this new cash flow that I've created by these refinances to buy next. Now, could it have afforded the car? Yes, but I didn't need it because I already made the passive income from other investment properties to afford the car. And so I wanted you to see the example, but I also wanted you to know I've got more cash flow that I need to play with, and I need your help to know what I should spend it on. Now, thank you so much. And remember, my goal is always to help you buy investments first and use that passive income to afford your dream lifestyle and to be able to help you to build a huge passive income. So thank you so much. And guys, have a great day.